Right. Okay. Let's move along. In Japan. Oh, it's a Monday. They love a midweek card over in Japan, don't they? Monday this time, the 6th of May. Inoue versus Luis Neri. Very good fight. Two very good fighters. The monster. Everyone loves Inoue. Give us your thoughts on this one, Alex, and a prediction, please.
Yeah, and what more can be said about Inoue? Just like Canelo, a pound for pound fighter, has been proven once, every weight class that he's the best fighter. So now some people believe he's number one, number two, best in the world. It's tough to argue because when you watch him work, my lord, he does everything. It seems at the near the highest level. I mean, look at the names, right? Stephen Fulton dispatched of him. Nonito Donaire twice when he faces other guys. I mean, look, third round stoppage. That's what you're supposed to do to these guys, right? We don't know you, bam. Tapales, I gotta say that was a tougher fight than anticipated. Tapales figured out, with his natural size and with him, being in the shoulder roll, that Inoue couldn't really do exactly what he wanted. However, this is not the case against Luis Neri. Luis Neri is a smaller guy moving up, just like Inoue. You think Neri was a problem at 118. Now we're at 126. So Neri can punch. You look at that, 27 knockouts and 35 wins. They both have common opponents with Juan Carlos Payano. Both stopped him. Look at that name again, Carlos Castro, split decision win. I told you that guy's good. Brandon Figueroa, I had him. I had it a good fight. Neri was winning the early rounds, and then Reyes Figueroa was able to put that pace up and stops him with a body shot. It's been remember that fight with you see the guy Hazat Crazy 8. Some people believe that was fight of the year. Those guys are just punching the hell out of each other. Now he has to fight Inoue. I mean, is that all I'm saying is if he's having a fight like that with Crazy 8, a back and forth hard battle.
Yeah.
Now he has to face one of the best fighters in the world. Styles make fights, so you can, always just say maybe that's why it happened as such. But I expect Inoue, maybe, Neri pulls up a strong test first couple rounds. But yeah, I think Inoue stops him about mid fight, 6, 7, maybe he goes to 8.
Okay. Heavy Jebba guy has a question. Why won't the man come to the US if he's so bad? Come down to the US and show us how it's done. I mean, given his due, he's still fighting great names, even if it is over Japan. And it's not like he's needed the scorecards to get him the wins. He came to the UK as well a few years back. He fought on, I think it was an undercard of something.
He fought on the World Super Series.
Super Series, yes.
Yeah. He knocked out Manny Rodriguez on that card.
Okay.
That was Josh Taylor versus Grant.
Josh Taylor fight. Yeah. And he has one
He's
fight
been in the US a couple times.
In the US. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, I think I assume that the money over there in Japan when he fights is still massive enough for him just to justify staying over there. But I'm sure that he could potentially come to the US and have a fight in Vegas and make shed a lot more money as well.
It's as simple as money. He's a rock star over there. They say it's him and the baseball player Ohtani. They're the biggest stars over there. Ohtani's a massive, popular player, even here in the US.
Right.
That's the thing is the money's different. I mean, why come to the US if he's going to get paid less when he can just beat the fuck out of you in Japan?
Yeah. It's a valid question. Very valid question. Average boxing fan, our resident Mexican, says the train gets derailed.
Yeah.
On May the 6th. So that's a nice little prediction or hope, I guess.
See, this card has 4 world championship fights. We don't really get that, too often at all here. Not since like the 90s, 80s. Now, there aren't the most, popular names. We don't really know these guys in the Asian boxing scene, which is a shame because, those guys, they usually come to scrap. So
Yeah.
Jason Maloney's going over there fighting a guy named Yashiki Takai, 8-0. You see Sego Yuri Akui, who I seen fight already. He won a decision last time I seen him. I think it was on the Takuma Inoue card when Takuma beat the Filipino Encajas.
See, yeah, the last time out, yeah, that's right.
You got a surprise knockout. Inoue fights a little bit similar to Naoya, but he just doesn't have the power. Has the athleticism, but just he's not really cracking. Though he got a knockout against Encajas, former 115 pounder, however. So I don't know any of the challengers. Decent records, but I've noticed, man, these Japanese fighters, they're pushing ththose young guys. You see 8-0. I saw a guy fight Jonathan Gonzalez, Puerto Rican champion. Guy was like 6-7-0.
I'm not sure if it's a case of rushing them. Obviously, at these lower weights, there's not generally as big of a field of competition. But yeah, the Japanese always seem to throw their younger guys in with the, not like up to 20-0 against nobody. It's to get them out and in the ring with some decent fighters, don't they? Like I say, it's a shame that we don't really know as much about the smaller weight classes, because generally they make for the better fights, don't they? Two small guys that just come to throw lever at each other. Usually always a pretty good fight.
Well, the issue too is timing. I mean,
time as well.
It's a crazy time difference between like the East Coast of the United States against Tokyo. It's right now it's 1-4. They're 13 hours ahead of me.
Yeah. So
this card's on a Monday too. I'm not gonna be able to watch this.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's midweek as well. It just doesn't make sense very much for us over in the West. I think they're probably they're about 8 hours or so ahead of us. Anyway, another interesting one. I might be able to get that on the Monday and distract myself from work.